Welcome to Introduction to Indian History. In this series, we talk about the general Indian history, and today we are going to discuss the late Harappan phase. Now, as I have already discussed in the previous video, the late Harappan phase began around 1900 BCE, and the late Harappan phase was the phase of decline. Before I talk about the various explanations which was given by scholars to explain the decline of the Harappan civilization or why the late Harappan phase began, I first want to discuss the features of the late Harappan phase and why it is called the late Harappan phase. So whenever we talk about the late Harappan phase or late phase of any culture, we are basically pointing out that during this phase the culture, and in this case the Harappan culture, is declining. By declining, what we mean? In archaeological terms, we can say the decline of a particular culture can be seen in the archaeological data like pottery, in terms of buildings, and we can also see other materials which were used by the people of this civilization. And in these materials, we find that the quality as well as the quantity has decreased. Now, when we talk about the late Harappan phase, and in Harappan context, we see that the pottery of the late Harappan phase is much more coarser and the quality of the pottery is also decreased compared to the mature Harappan phase. In terms of house design, we find that the houses which were built during the late Harappan phase is badly designed, and the material which was used to build these houses is also of poor quality. During the late Harappan phase, we find that the Harappan cities were de-urbanizing. That is, the population of the cities was decreasing. This was due to various factors, and we will discuss these factors later. But the main point here is that during the late Harappan phase, the population of the cities are decreasing. Other important point which we see during this phase is that the town planning as well as the civic standards which earlier were maintained are not being maintained now. The city of Mohenjo-daro is a good example to explain what kind of deterioration in terms of civil planning as well as civic maintenance can be seen in the late Harappan phase. We find that in Mohenjo-daro, in the mature Harappan phase, the kilns were based outside the city. But during the late Harappan phase, the kilns moved into the city, and in one instance, we find that a kiln is situated in the middle of a road. What does that mean? That means the civic standards which were being followed earlier were not being followed. And that has to do with the authority which was present earlier has not been able to control as well as police the populace. Another important point about the late Harappan phase is that during this period we see that the houses which are being built are using the materials of buildings which were present earlier. So they basically are destroying the earlier building and reusing these materials to build their houses. And sometimes we see that in one house many families are living. In some cities like Mohenjo-daro and Dholavira, we see that a gradual decline is taking place. But in cities like Banavali and Kalibangan, we see that there is an abrupt end. Now, we have discussed what are the basic features of the late Harappan phase and why it is called the late Harappan phase. So now we should discuss what are the various explanations which was given by scholars to explain why the Harappan civilization declined. So the most important and popular explanation which was given by scholars is the Aryan invasion theory. So the basic theory goes like this. The Aryans, which came from Central Asia, destroyed the Harappan people and then they settled on their land. So the first scholar who gave this theory was Ramaprasad Chanda. He was an archaeologist and he gave this theory in 1926. Although he later changed his view about the end of the civilization, but his theory was later picked up by Mortimer Wheeler. And Mortimer Wheeler used textual evidences as well as archaeological evidences to support this Aryan invasion theory. In terms of textual evidences, Mortimer Wheeler pointed out that in Rig Veda we see that there are mentions of forts which are being attacked by the Aryans, and there are also mentions of walled cities. And the most important point, according to Mortimer Wheeler, which explains the decline of Harappan civilization as well as the Aryan invasion theory, is the name or the epithet given to god Indra. And the epithet which was given to Indra in the Rig Veda is Purandar. That means the destroyer of forts. So Mortimer Wheeler believes that this shows that the Aryans encountered the Harappans and they destroyed their civilization. He also points out that in the Rig Veda, there is a mention of a city called Harupriya, and this, Mortimer Wheeler pointed out, is the city of Harappa, which is mentioned in the Rig Veda. In terms of archaeological evidences, there are basically two types of archaeological evidences which Mortimer Wheeler has used to support this Aryan invasion theory. The first type of archaeological evidence, or the first archaeological evidence which he used, is the remains of some 33 skeletons of male, female and some children's in the eastern mound of Mohenjo-daro. According to Mortimer Wheeler, this is the evidence of a supposed massacre by the Aryans of the Harappan people. The other evidence which Mortimer Wheeler has used to support this theory of Aryan invasion is that in the northwestern part of Indian subcontinent near the Afghan border, the sites which belong to the Harappan civilization, we see that during this period, that is around 1500 BCE, we find that there are objects which are of Central Asian origin. So, according to Mortimer Wheeler, these objects are objects which belonged to the Aryans who were coming from the Central Asia and into the Indian subcontinent. So this Aryan invasion theory, which Mortimer Wheeler supported and expanded, became popular, but there were other scholars who criticized this theory, and scholars like P.V. Kane, George Dales and B.B. Lal criticized this theory, and they believed that the Aryan invasion theory was not the reason why the Harappan civilization declined. And these scholars pointed out various problems in the evidences which were used by Mortimer Wheeler to support his theory of the Aryan invasion. The first evidence which these scholars criticized was the usage of Rig Veda as a textual evidence to support the theory of Aryan invasion. These scholars argue that the time frame of the Rig Veda is not known, and we are not sure when the Rig Veda was written. To assign the writing of Rig Veda to the same period when the Harappan civilization was declining is wrong, because we do not have enough evidences to prove that the Rig Veda was written at the same time when the Harappan civilization is declining. The second point about the Rig Veda and the problem with using Rig Veda as a source to prove the Aryan invasion theory is that Rig Veda is a religious text. It is not a historic text. And to use this religious text as a historic text is wrong. Now, when we come to the archaeological evidences which was used by Mortimer Wheeler to support his theory, we find that the evidence which Mortimer Wheeler gives about the skeletons, like he points out that there were 33 skeletons, which shows that a massacre took place in which Aryans killed the Harappans. Now, when we look at these 33 skeletons, archaeologists have found that these 33 skeletons are not of the same period when the Harappan civilization was declining. And the marks which were found in these skeletons are not fatal. So that means that these skeletons did not give us evidence of any massacre. Although Mortimer Wheeler changed his stance when the various flaws which are there in his theories were pointed out to him, he insisted that the reason behind the Harappan civilization's end was the Aryan invasion theory. There were factors like natural calamities, flood, desertification, etc., which began the Harappan decline, but it was the Aryan invasion theory which brought an end to the Harappan civilization. This was the view of Mortimer Wheeler, and he believed that this was the reason behind the Harappan civilization's end. Some scholars also believed that the reason behind the decline of Indus Valley Civilization is climate change. Gurdeep Singh in 1971 did a pollen study of Rajasthan Lake, and in this study he found out that there is a connection between the onset of drier climate and the Harappan decline, and he suggested that the Harappan phase of decline began with the onset of drier climate. But the problem with this theory is that some other studies show that this onset of dry climate has already begun well before this period, and some studies show that the onset of dry climate began when the Harappan civilization was emerging. So we cannot be sure of the fact that it was the climate change which was the reason behind the decline of the Harappan civilization. Some scholars, on the other hand, point out that the region in which the Harappan civilization flourished was a sensitive one. And with the rise of the Harappan civilization and the increase in population, we find that the Harappans were overexploiting their environment, and this led to low fertility and gradual decrease in the dryness of the climate of that region. So these are the various theories which scholars have put forward to explain the decline of the Harappan civilization. But the problem with these theories is that these theories are based on archaeological evidences. As most of you know, that archaeological data sometimes cannot provide us the social and political dimension of a particular culture. And this limitation of archaeological data hinders our understanding to explain the decline of the Harappan civilization. In the next video, we are going to talk about what happened after the Harappan civilization came to an end, and what are the various cultures which were flourishing in the Indian subcontinent after the end of the Harappan civilization. Thank you for watching.